What is going on, everyone? This is Frady Cat Gaming here. We have another video in our beginner series and just general good advice. Today, what I wanted to do is I just wanted to look at multi-quests, okay? So if you're a new player, you may not have ventured into this tab just yet, or maybe you have and just haven't been brave enough to try it out. Here's why you should do it. If you have at least one really strong unit, which you should have one that you pulled from the opening banners and that can pretty much clear most of the content that you need. Here's what you do. You go into your multi-quests and you want to look at, I mean, there's so many to do, right? And right now is a great time to do it because we have our beginner bonus, right? So we have energy costs down, we have drops up, we have unit experience up. Now, eventually you'll get all these done and you'll get Viz for clearing and different things like that. What I'm going to say to start with are these time limited events, okay? So like we're looking at this right now. We have something that ends in 9 hours. I've already farmed this out. This is equipment training quest for Shooting Star Knuckles, which is Winter Perine's weapon. If you ended up pulling on her, then you would want this weapon for her. Otherwise, it's there are other fist weapons in the game. There is a limited ability on the weapon for her, so it really is mostly just for her. I farmed it out just to have it as an option, but I won't craft it just yet unless I need it. Otherwise, ending in 7 days, you want to make sure to get your EX quests for the Final Fantasy X-2 event done. So this is for Yuna's weapon and Pain's weapon. Okay, so you go in here. There are different difficulties. There is the normal difficulty, which should be easy to clear, and then there's brutal difficulty, which might be a little harder. You may need a little more help. So on the normal clears, you can clear it with yourself and one other person, most likely. On the brutal, you might need a third maybe a third and a fourth person. Yeah, usually you can clear most of these with about 3 people. Yeah. So you want to farm those out, and then in your missions, there's a certain amount. So normally, for any of these events, for the normal difficulty level, you need to do 5 clears to get all the mission rewards. And for the brutal difficulty, you need to do 3 clears to get all the mission rewards. Now, you don't want to just stop there. You could stop there, but you're getting 5 times drops, so you're getting many more recipes. So this is a more efficient way to farm for gear, and it'll be easier, especially since you're kind of getting carried through in essence, right? Instead of having to need a full team of 5, you just need to put your unit in there and hopefully people join. Now, if you need help getting someone to join your party, reach out in my Discord and you can ask for help clearing things, or I can host a room and help you get your clears on things. That would be the best way, just to kind of reach out to people in the community, because especially some of the ones that are ending soon, most people have finished them already. So you might have a little bit of a harder time getting a party together, but shouldn't be impossible, especially because Frady Cat's got you. You want to start to get these farmed. Especially if you have these 2 units. We all have Pain. You should build Pain. Now, even if you don't have the unit, I would still suggest at least farming out the recipes, because right now, as a beginner account, you need equipment. So it might not be the optimal equipment, but it's something temporary until you get a replacement for it. So we want to bolster our account as much as we can. Same thing for the Riku quest. There is a normal quest where you can grab her weapon, the Steel Edge, and then you can go in here and you can do these clears. I need to still do the brutal version of this. Yeah, and also in here you have the chance to get some more mind spheres by doing these quests, and they also give medals for the shop as well. Yeah, so that's that. Then of course not Mashri, Venera Horns dagger event. So it'll be a good dagger to have. Then we have the Shadowbringers event as well. This has the unit experience and 5 times drop on it. We want this. This is the only sword that Thancred can equip. And then the Bale Gauntlet has some nice upgrades for your Stola and Thancred. So you want to farm that out. Also, other than just recipes, This is a very efficient way to farm for the materials to craft the weapon because that's usually the bottleneck. Yeah, so I'm getting pretty low. I crafted a couple things, but you want to farm these things because you won't only need these materials for this weapon or for this accessory. You'll need a lot of these things for other things. So even if you're done farming for recipes, keep going because you're gonna need a lot of materials as the game progresses and as you get further along in the game. So the more you have stockpiled, the easier it is just to kind of get your recipes and bang something out. Until you have an excessive amount. The other notable thing right now are the raid boss revivals. So you can get some nice things in the metal shop by farming this out. I need to do this still. You'll get just regular medals, I believe. Oh, no. So you won't get any of the collaboration medals, but you'll get these special reissue medals, which will help you get another piece of gear and some more crafting materials. Yeah. So those are the main things. We want to make sure that we're farming these out. We still have 14 days on Final Fantasy 14, so you have 2 weeks to do that, and then you have 7 days on the other things, except for the Knuckles. Everything else you can do overtime. This is here permanently, so don't rush this. But there's also some nice options for different weapons and armor, so you can definitely go ahead and farm those out when you need them. Next thing. Let's just look at the shop really quick so we can see what those metals get us. Yeah, and we've already done a crafting video. So if you need a little help on learning how to craft equipment or the ways to go about it, go, I'll put a card in this video so you can go and check that out later. So this is our raid revival metal shop. So by doing that raid revival, you're getting metals. You can get the Bell Burgeonet, so you can craft this out. And then you can get general other things. Scrolls of Vicissitude are really good. Rainbow Fragments, Rainbow Vision Spheres, Rainbow Awakening Source Stone for our Espers. We're going to want those. Blossoms of Paradise, Orbs of Envisionment. These Azure Imbued Fragments of Thought we want for our low rarity units. Also the gold ones, yes? Awakening Prisms and Fragments of Thought, really important. So you need to... and then even more crafting materials, yeah? So try to farm this out as much as possible so you can basically clear out this shop. There's a lot of good stuff in here for us. So that's pretty much that. So that's everything to look forward to with that. One more thing with multi-quests, and we'll go and we'll do one. And what I'll do so I don't have to wait too long is I'll sign into my main account so I can help this along. So what we want to do, you can just go in here and you can join a party, right? So you can join a party for what you're looking for, or you can just go into the recruiting list and see what's being run, right? So we see a lot of the raid boss revival. Now, if you want a little bit more of a bonus, the person hosting the room gets a host bonus. So you will get a little bonus of extra drops. For hosting a room. So now if we do, let's host a high difficulty. So this is the normal. We have to do this anyway. So let's go create a room, right? And then I'm gonna join my own room. And other thing, as we set up the room, a couple things that we want to do. Let's turn off ability effects. It takes longer to watch the abilities, even though they're pretty. Turn it off. Everyone will appreciate it. Speed up as high as you can. We can go to ×2 speed. If you hit that Royal Rank 8, you'll get that 3 times speed. Make sure Allow Auto Battle is on there. For a lot of these things, we want to auto battle. Rarely are we really trying to do manual. Score Attack, you don't need on. You can put on. I don't really know if it does anything particular. I haven't really paid much attention to it, honestly. But make sure those things are on. You can go into battle settings and you can adjust things in here, like always use maximum firepower or not. You can choose to not use abilities. You can choose to prioritize treasure chests or not. You can have it recommend abilities for you to use, so if you're not sure what your character's kit does. You can have the camera rotate if something obscures your vision, so it automatically rotates. You can get keep the chat on for while you're in these things, so you can see what's going on with chat, and you can adjust the sound levels. Yeah, so you can put those on. The room settings, you can adjust it the room settings in here as well. You know, you can make sure the ability effects are on, allowing auto battle, the speed up. You can add comments and things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to join with my main account. Yeah. And then we should be able to just clear this. Someone else joined. Now, I'm glad they did because this is the other part of what I wanted to mention. So you don't need a full party. If you can go by yourself even if you really wanted to, but I'd advise at least having one other person in there because I don't believe you get the host bonus if you're the only one host in the room. So I think you only get the host bonus if there's one other person minimum in the room. Um, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do this, and this should be relatively easy. Now, again, it would be optimal to farm the brutal difficulty. We just need to clear this room anyway. You'll get you'll get Viz for clearing it the one time, and then you should be getting some mission rewards by doing it probably 5 times. I'll have to check. I'd have to check in the missions. I'm not sure if this one has some different requirements. Yeah, so pretty easy to clear. This is the weaker version. The brutal difficulty we might have a little more of a trouble. We just went in with Shurika. That's one of our best units. You can check in here what its weaknesses are. So you're probably going to want to use like a light slasher or a dark slasher if that is a stronger unit for you. This is older content, so you should be able to kind of get away with really using anything. Yeah, so we got to clear it. Now, the next thing, we're going to do this. We are going to get a bonus. So this is something that you may not realize either. You can get a lot of Visiore by just doing multis, just by meeting new players in the game. So the first time you play with a new player, you get Visiore. And now, I don't remember if this scales with time. It's been a while since I've done this, and I almost forgot about it until I started doing multis. So we've met 5 players for the first time. We obtain another 200 Visiore. And then every time you meet a new player, I don't know how many it is. I believe it's like 100 or something. Also, this gives you a good chance to get friends in the game. So anytime you play with somebody that you, anybody in the game, go request them. Yeah, and they'll go into your friend. If they accept, they'll be in your friend list. Sometimes they already have a full friend list, and it'll tell you if that's the case. But just request everyone that you can, so you can fill up your friends list and get those friend medals. And then yeah, keep farming things. The more people you play with, the more Visiore you'll get. We're gonna disband. I feel bad. It'd be nice to farm, but we're gonna disband because we're gonna end the video. One more thing. So then we can go in here. Yeah, you'll also get, from doing multi-quests, by clearing a certain amount, you'll get more growth eggs. Yeah, so that's really good too. We really need our growth eggs to build up our vision cards. And then we'll get medals just for clearing. So we can clear any of the raid boss revivals, and we'll get medals for this. So you don't need to do the brutal. I think by doing the brutal one, you will get like a higher drop rate or more of a drop. But I'm not 100% sure about that. But just clear whatever you can. You'll get medals just by clearing, yeah? So at least 20 times you'll get a bunch of medals just by doing this. And of course, doing more and more and more just by running it, okay? So that is the video. Really do your multis. Farm out your equipment by doing that. It is the most efficient way. As a newcomer, we have that 5 times drop bonus, so take advantage of it now. I don't think we have that beginner bonus for much longer. I think it's just those first 2 weeks. So get in there and do it. Really bolster your account. Okay? Well, this has been another fabulous video. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments or join my Discord. Ask me there. If you need help farming any equipment, I have got you. I can host a room, or you can host the room and I can join you. Yeah, we've got a lot of people in the community, in the Discord, so you can meet a lot of new friends from the War of the Visions community and ask all the questions. All right, well, I will see you next time. That's all for this video. Have a good one and farm your equipment. See ya.